This will be a pretty relaxed video, nothing crazy, and that's because it's about my deload week, which I spent on a train and in Seattle. If you don't know, a deload week is just 7 days where you allow your body to rest and recover more by reducing your training volume and/or intensity. In my opinion, you shouldn't schedule deload weeks too far in advance, and instead you should just plan on one when you feel like your body isn't recovering fast enough under your normal schedule. For example, if your schedule has you training once every other day, and you can do that fine for 7 weeks, where you're training intensely every other day, then there's not really a reason to take a deload week on the 6th week if your body is able to keep training. However, if you do start feeling like with 1 or 2 rest days, you're still very physically or mentally fatigued, then that's when you might want to implement a deload week. So for me, I was following a 1 day off, 1 day on training split leading up to this deload week. The reason I chose this type of schedule was because I wanted to allow my body at least a day of rest after each session so that I could proceed with my workouts very safely. And the reason I wanted to be especially safe is because I'm still not even a year out from my shoulder labrum surgery, and I really shouldn't be doing exercises more intense than a push-up yet. But I'm impatient and really wanted to train, so that's why I gave myself the compromise of training strictly every other day. Even if I felt good enough to train on a rest day, I'd avoid it. And in the end, it ended up working out pretty well. During my recovery of my surgery, I spent about 6 months not training at all, so I had lost almost all my strength. I could hold a 5-second tuck planche when I started back, but after 4 months of training, I was able to hold a bad form straddle planche, which you'll see later in this video. Anyway, it's getting late now, so I'll see you on the next day. Okay, good morning, I hope you slept well. Actually, I slept super well on this train ride. To give you some context over where I am right now, I'm on the Amtrak, which is a train in the US. I'm taking it from California to Washington. It's about 1,100 miles and the whole trip is about 33 hours. So that's why I booked a private room with a bed so I could sleep comfortably. I had the option to fly too, which would have been much quicker and cheaper, but it's always been a goal of mine to take this train ride. Ever since I was a kid, I've always loved train environments. For some reason, they always seemed mysterious and exciting, and I always associate them with adventure. For example, you have the Polar Express, Murder on the Orient Express, the Hogwarts Express, or the train from Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. So yeah, this trip was overall super relaxing and beautiful. Especially this moment, I remember very clearly. I was listening to some Pokemon lo-fi music while reading Harry Potter with fall colors rushing past me in the window. Everything in that moment felt perfect. So during my deload week, I still have rest days. On my rest days, I'm still pretty active. Today, I went out for a jog to a calisthenics park that my friend found on Google Maps, but when I got there, I found out that it had become a construction site. So I had to run back, and I didn't really have time for anything else because I had to get to work. But on the next rest day, I didn't make the same mistake and I ran on the treadmill in the gym instead. I think running on treadmills is pretty boring, but I guess you can see it as a chance to practice mindfulness or something. So on this rest day, I did some handstand training. I've recently gotten back into training one-arm handstands. I think it's a pretty cool looking skill and it doesn't require so much exertion or tire me out physically too much, so they're perfect for my rest days. My routine is always pretty simple. I do a few sets of kick-ups into a normal handstand, and then I do attempts where I flag over to one arm, and on each following attempt, I gradually remove a supporting finger from my non-balancing arm. Right now, I can pretty comfortably hold the handstand with only one of my supporting arm's fingers touching the ground, so I feel like I'm close to getting a short one-arm handstand hold. This is the best physique that I can achieve. I definitely have better. And it's not only less fat, I think it's better for my training too. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to do a small cut soon. Might last like 5 weeks or more, but my goal would be to get to more visibly relaxed abs. So right now, I'm not flexing. But yeah, I think I want to clean it up a bit because I know I could be at lower body fat percentage, but still have enough energy to train. I have been at a body fat percentage so low that I just have no energy to train, so I don't want to get quite there. But yeah, I could definitely improve my diet, be more disciplined with my cardio. So I think all that will help. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop standing shirtless in a public gym because I think that's kind of weird. Right now it's still pretty early, so no one's here, but I don't want to get caught because I'm actually an introvert, if most of you guys didn't know that probably, but yeah. Even though I post myself shirtless all the time online, I don't really like being shirtless in public areas, especially, yeah, I don't know, it's just, okay, I'm gonna put my shirt back on. Okay, so for the last part of this video, I'll show you some of my attempts on one of my training days of the deload week. For my training days on my deload weeks, I like to reduce volume by at least 50%, but I still try to keep intensity pretty high. I've noticed that when I reduce both volume and intensity, it's really hard for me to get back into training normally when I start the next normal week of training. So yeah, today I ended up getting a 6-second bad straddle planche hold, so I definitely will be working on improving my form, notably my scapula protraction and hip alignment. So hopefully in the next video I upload, I'll still be healthy and stronger. Okay, so I'm done now. Yeah, it was an okay session, but I'll definitely have to do better once I start tomorrow. And I think that's gonna be it for today's video. I think I could have talked more in front of the camera, but it's okay. I'll do that next time. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.